Hi and welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's we're hunting through. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I've got a seal bag inside of another bag. I guess maybe the seal bag is damaged somehow. All a little bit weird, but no. £200 worth of 10p's. We are looking for alphabet 10p's. Ideally, we want some 2019 data ones. We've never completed a 2019 book. We have so far got A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, and M. N, O, P, R, T, U, V, and X. So any of those 6 missing 2019s would be lovely, but it's been a long time since we added a new one to the 2019 book. We started another 2018 book because the 2019s are so low minted and hard to find. We're making good progress in this. So far we've got A, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, and M. N, Q, P, S, T, U, V, X, and Y. So again, any of the missing 2018s would also make for lovely finds, but to be fair, any alphabet 10p would be worth finding because they're so low minted and hard to find. So let's get into these bags and see what we find today. So whilst the coin hunt is ongoing, I'm going to be responding to some comments left on my recent videos. Just before we get into that though, I have booked a Royal Mint trip to go down and get the RNLI Strike Your Own 50p. It's a little bit short notice, so I do apologise profusely, but I'm going down next Saturday, which will be the 28th at 2 p.m. So if you want to come along and say hi to myself, I know Gracie's coming as well, then feel free to. We'd love to see you there. But I appreciate it's very short notice. So the next time we're going to go, the Gruffalo, hopefully we'll be able to let you know times and dates in a week's time, because we like trying to give people as much notice as possible, because then it gets more chance of other subscribers coming along and saying hi. But that's the plans next time. Anyway, right, we're going to start with Natasha Cunningham, who says, why do I feel like Christopher doesn't have a San Marino or Soviet coin in the world coin hunts? So Soviet coins I definitely have quite a few of. San Marino I have a few, but I don't think I've got a huge amount. But San Marino it's not the coins. They're not the kind of coins that turn up an awful lot. They're not all that regular finds compared to some other larger countries that would produce vast quantities of coins. But I think I definitely do have both of those countries covered. Right, Com Dam says, but what will you do with your poor old chair? So yes, I have got a new chair. It's a lovely purple colour, although it looks a bit blue on my camera. Anyway, lovely new chair. I've also had to get new headphones because I stood on my lovely purple headphones. So yes, what's happened to the old chair? It's in my living room. It's it's currently being used as a coat stand, but it's not been thrown away quite yet. Right, J-Lo says, the new plastic wrap on the coins is awful. It reminds me of the quality drop in recycled paper. So I've been thinking about this. So this is the last video I did opening up all the boxes of coins I've recently been purchasing from the Royal Mint. And yeah, some of the BU packs were packaged in weird, less transparent packaging, and there was quite a fair few people in the comments moaning at me having moaned about them, whinging about something so insignificant like that. And I've reflected on it a bit. If it's down to the using recycled plastics to make it less environmentally friendly, then okay, I can get on board with that, because we all need to be a bit greener and do what we can. If there is a way that they could get them a little bit nicer, because I get it, I'm a coin collector, I buy coins, I don't buy packaging, kind of, but I keep them in the little plastic wrappers, and it's nice when the plastic wrappers look nice as well. So if there is a greener way to get better quality wrapping on the coins, I think that would be preferable. But yes, I was a bit aggrieved at they just look dirty, and they look nice. And I know it's not the packaging I'm buying, it's the coin, and as long as the coin is fine, that's the main thing. But I'm allowed to grumble. I spend enough money at the Royal Mint on a yearly basis. I feel like I'm allowed a bit of a grumble. Right, Steve CB says, don't beat your upset. I did that really well, didn't I? Don't beat yourself up about the 1/40th of an ounce coins. Like you, I buy coins that I like for my collection. For instance, if you sold your 8 grams of Gruffalo sterling silver for scrap, you would get around £4.40. If you sold your fine gold 0.8 of a gram 1/40th of an ounce for scrap, you would get around 47 quid. Still crazy, but far better investment. Hope this makes you feel better. Not really. Me too. Yeah, so again, I totally agree with you on that. I don't actually beat myself up about buying the 1/40th an ounce coins. I love them. I think they're really cool. The fact that they can condense what is, with some of the coins, a really complex design on a large canvas like a £5 coin, the Buckingham Palace one, condense that down to a coin smaller than my little fingernail, and still have those same details, I think is extraordinary, and that's what I buy them for, because I think they're really cool. I always mention that it's a terrible way to invest in gold. Don't do it if you're doing it as an investment on the videos. Just to sort of get ahead of some of the comments, because I will, whenever I open these things, it's always, what a waste of money that you've bought this, it's only worth that, blah, 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 blah. So I talk about it as it's trying to get ahead of those comments that will say it's a terrible way to buy gold, why are you buying that, you should buy 1 ounce bullion coins, that's the best way to do it. So that's all it is. I've always said I buy things for my collection, not as an investment. Obviously, if I was buying coins as an investment, I'd be buying very, very different things, but my collection is there for me to have, not to. I have no intentions of selling at all at any point currently, of course, and if I did, I would make a huge loss, because most of it isn't worth what I paid for it, but I buy it for my collection. That's what matters to me. And yeah, I do love those 1/40th of an ounce coins. Okay, Lord Leon USA says, I'm starting to think that collecting modern British coins in non-precious metals is a complete waste of money, because even getting back the cost of them seems almost impossible. So again, it all comes down to, why are you buying the coin? Ooh, my camera's just come back to life. Just switch it off so it doesn't keep doing that. It comes down to what are you buying the coins for? If you're buying coins as an investment, yeah, brilliant uncirculated coins, proof coins are probably not the best bet, because you're gambling with proof coins on that becoming a desirable collectible coin. It's a much safer bet buying bullion, because at least if you're buying for around the metal cost, as long as the metal value keeps going up, whether that's silver, gold, platinum, as long as those prices keep going up, or the value of the precious metal keeps going up, you're likely to end up with a coin worth more in just the metal content than what you paid for it, as long as you're leaving it for a decent amount waiting for a decent amount of time, and you get lucky with the markets and whatever. Buying proof and BU coins, or even if you're buying circulated coins, relies on the collectability, the numismatic value of a coin, which yeah is a little bit trickier to predict. So yes, I would say if you're looking to buy as an investment to make money in the future, I think you might be buying the wrong things. But if you're just buying for your own collection like I am, keep buying whatever you want. Okay, Martin Ryan says, why is Little John in the Dagobah system? Christopher, your recycling bin person will be looking for a good Christmas present. Take care. So yeah, I really like the Myths and Legends proof coin series, although again, there's something I keep hearing has been cancelled. They're not doing anymore, which is a shame, but lighter on my wallet, less things to buy maybe, because that's what I keep thinking, that the Royal Mint need to get their head around. Sometimes less is more. I think they would sell more if they produced less, because more people would buy it thinking it's a safer bet, because idiots like me, or well, calling myself and any of you viewers idiots is a bit rude, but collectors like me will keep buying stuff because we have a bit of a completionist bug, we want them in our collection. But I think more people would buy Royal Mint stuff if it was more certain that it would maintain its value. So yeah, you would grow the market for people buying those proof coins if it felt like they held their value a bit more, which it feels like they don't. But anyway, again, it all comes down to what are you buying it for, and if you're unhappy, you're probably buying the wrong things. Right, Abu Bakar says, hi, have you got the King Charles £1 coin? I have not yet. I'm still keeping my eyes peeled for one. It's the new definitive Bees design, but fingers crossed I do, because finding a new coin is always exciting. Finding that new design, whether it's a new commemorative, the new definitive, whatever it happens to be, is always really, really exciting. Right, Andy Moss says, I have issues. One of my favourite Christopher idioms. Again, it's just the easiest way to describe why I do some of the weird things that I do. We all have our quirks, we all have that coin that we really like the design of, and we might keep just because we like the design, or there's some sort of tie to it, and it's hard to sort of explain that, because it's not a tacit reason. So you can say, if I find an Olympic 50p, I'll always keep an Olympic 50p because they're valuable, whereas my Christopher Ironsides, I keep them because we share a name. And again, that might not ring through to other viewers. So just to explain, I have issues. It's probably the easiest way to cover that. As yeah, I do it because I do it. Right, Aldershot Coin Club says, everyone who says to me the salmon is rare, I've replied the same as you. They could well be, but they are a definitive coin. The rest could be sat in the long store behind the shields that are left in there. Imagine buying a 50p for £50 and it being worth £1 at best in a few months potentially. I remember the 2020 shield selling for silly money a few years ago, and now I find loads and have a bag full of busts from the post office. People are always looking for that next Kew Gardens kind of rare. Yes, so there's always that the element of when a new coin comes out, people want it immediately. They want it now. They don't want to wait and see. They want it straight away. And yeah, so I guess whenever a new coin comes into circulation, prices are always going to be inflated at the start. Even, I'm sure if we go back to when the Benjamin Bunnies first went into circulation back in 2017, I'm sure there were people that paid silly prices for their Benjamin Bunnies, but they wanted it and they were happy to part with that money. It's the same as you could go to McDonald's and buy a burger and fries for X amount of money, but you could do it much cheaper if you bought the ingredients and made it yourself. But again, you're paying for that service, you're paying for it because you want it done. It's not always the case of you should buy everything for the absolute minimum price. There are plenty of things that I've bought over the years that have been inflated in their prices. But what I would say is I totally agree with you. I'm not convinced that the Atlantic salmon in 5 years will be worth what people are paying today for it. Because not just because the mintage might not be as low as everyone's predicting or hoping, but that we could have had subsequent years of the salmon going into circulation. It'd be the same as the 2017 Shield. It's the lowest minted year. It's actually quite a low mintage in terms of the other coins that have been put into circulation, but it doesn't have anywhere near the value of coins of a similar mintage because it's a definitive that's been minted for many, many years. So time will tell. I could be very wrong. It's just speculation, but Aldershot Coin Club, I tend to agree with you. That being said, let's get back to the coins. Well, unfortunately no alphabet 10p's this week, but that second bag resulted in quite a few different territory coins, which is a nice consolation prize having not found alphabet 10p. We've got a couple from Jersey. What years have we got? 1992, very good vintage if I say so myself, and also 2012. Lovely, lovely stuff. What else did we get? Guernsey. Again, 1992. Very, very nice. And from Gibraltar, the Great Siege. Again, lovely design. What's that? 2010. So there we go. At least we didn't get nothing. At least we got 4 coins out of that £200 worth of 10p's. Sometimes these 10p hunts feel like a hiding to nothing. But whenever one of those alphabet 10p's do appear, it makes it feel totally worthwhile doing. So as ever, if you have found an alphabet 10p in your change or your coin hunts this week, let us know in the comments what you found and where you found it. There's normally 3 or 4 or 5 people that have found it. It just reassures the rest of us that they are still out there and worth looking out for. There's also links in the description of this video across to my coin collecting Discord server should you wish to come and join me on that, as well as links to my other social media channels, the PO box address if you want to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel. That's the company I work for as my day job, so please check them out too. All it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.